Do you think that you and Tip can ever reconcile your differences?
Yeah, I just feel like that ain't.
That ugly money. That ugly money. Yeah. Say it's that ugly money.
This is the Ugly Money Podcast. This is about the process of success. Everything between your first dollar, your first million. That's ugly money.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to yet another episode of the Ugly Money Podcast. I am your host, Ugly Money Nietzsche. This episode is being brought to you by Engorge Rejuvenation Tea, promoting erection, improving size, boosting stamina and libido. Make sure you go to engorge.com to get yours today. And my special guest of the evening, legendary indeed, the trendsetter, the future. Ladies and gentlemen, Young LA is back.
Ugly.
What's up, my brother?
Say, what's up, brother?
Hey, man, I appreciate you making time, man. You look good, bro.
Hey, man, coming from you, I can't do nothing but say the same thing back to you when I first walked in, and just to see your grind, the accomplishments, the consistency, where I met you and where you at now. It speaks volume, bro. You been beating the grind up, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
Real talk, and what I'm saying that sincerely, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes,
you been beating the grind up.
Sometimes the janitor become the owner of the building, and so I had to mop a couple floors, I had to clean a couple cabinets.
For sure.
But we still here.
Hey, man, we here, man.
So let's go all the way back, man. For those that don't know, what is Zone 3?
Zone 3 is the southeast side of Atlanta.
Okay.
Where I get a lot of the flavor from. You hear me talk about Zone 3. I'm talking about spots like Cleveland Avenue. I'm talking about spots like Lakewood. I'm talking about spots like Four Seasons. I'm talking about spots like Capitol Home. I'm talking about spots like Inglewood.
Yes, sir.
Lila Valley.
Yes,
you
sir.
see what I'm saying? Jonesboro South, Jonesboro North. The list goes on. Gilbert Garden.
Talk to me about Thomasville.
Man, Thomasville, a special place. Like, for me, that's why I, really just jumped off the porch and really started getting a lot of my street knowledge and street sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That was one of the spots that I engaged. You know what I'm saying? And, seen a lot, made my first money, did a lot of my first, you know what I mean? Ones and twos right there in Thomasville. So that's why I always so much of my music is like Thomasville. So many folk want to know what Thomasville was, but that's why I feel like Thomasville was my claim to fame, because it taught me early lessons in the streets, and
Yes, sir.
so it's like, hey, and I came right out there, motherfucker.
If I'm moving to Atlanta, which zone do I want to stay away from? If I'm, which zone do I you might not want to stay over there.
I ain't gonna lie. I mean, as we know, the city kind of, it's changing. It's kind of different for people who've been here. It's kind of, getting different in some aspect and changing, but it's still the same. I feel like zone 1, 4, 6, 3. That's inner city, so it's gonna be shit everywhere you go. You know what I'm saying?
Spicy.
So it's gonna be spicy. So it's really like the whole city. You can't move in no zone. That's my answer. Like, don't go. Hey, listen.
Go to Duluth.
I'm trying to. Don't go to no zone. You feel me? Like, for real.
Let's talk about you being the very first person in Atlanta wearing skinny jeans and popping it off at the figure 8.
Oh man. The figure 8,
Yeah.
boy. Coco Loco, the old Libra, the days. I don't know. It's just like I always felt like with this entertainment, what I came up seeing is like you got to set yourself apart. You got to be original and you got to be unique. And like I'm not saying this like redundant. I'm saying this because that's what I really felt. And it's like when I came out, I tried to go against see what everybody was doing, what was going on, and how could I do something different. Whether it was my sound, whether it was my appearance. But I got to go the other way, you feel me? Because I got to stand out. And I feel like that's what makes a star. That's what makes a superstar, the confidence to go the other way, you feel me?
No, that's right. That's dope. You got a lot of, Soulja Boy always talk about he the first rapper to do a lot of things.
Yeah, he did. That boy said the first on every one on. That boy said, hey.
You may be the only person that can compete with him in first.
Hey, man, I can agree with that. I ain't gonna, I can't shy away from that.
Does it ever shock you how the trends and the things that you were wearing 10 years ago are now fashionable today?
It kind of does, and then it's like, dang, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? When you look at it, it's like, wow. It's like almost the game, like, really just caught up with me. You know what I'm saying? And when you doing stuff, you know you being you, like you don't know, like you trailblazing and setting the trend, I guess, when you do it. And I guess you don't see the impact until you see the multitude of people start to gravitate and people start to, you know what I'm saying, accept it and adapt adapt to it and say, this what's going on right now, this the flavor. You feel me? So to see that flavor is still like, you still see the flavor. It just lets me know, like, you're a real trendsetter. You everything you said you was. You feel me? You're a real creator. You're a real original individual. And so, I hang my hat on that. I hung my hat on that my whole career.
Yes,
so
sir. Now, before Rod Wave, there was Young LA. Before any of these melodic rappers, a lot of them, there was Young LA. Would you consider yourself the first rapper to sing rap ever?
In my generation, like coming out at the time in my era, I feel like I was.
Yeah. That's just we talking about
5
first right now.
times 10, you can do the math. Yes, I'm from the 3.
Hey.
Oh my God, I am.
Okay.
5 times 10, 50 for a show. You just gotta do.
Yeah.
You need 30 more.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
So we was staying in that first lane. We're talking about first. Talk to me about you being the first person to ever wear the modified mohawk and did it still in the drip.
Man, listen, bro. When I brought the hawk out, it was crazy to see. Like I say, when you see people adapt, you know what I'm saying, and clean and see something you're doing becoming trendy, then you know like, okay, I'm on to something. I was like, good example, 106 in Park. I did 106 in Park. That's when Terrence was there. But I had the hawk then. But 2 weeks later, like 3 weeks later, like Terrence had cut the hawk. You know what I'm saying? After I had left, and so when I seen that, it was just like, for me, it was like, okay, and then, start to see people in the community, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want to know who Barber T is, who cut LA haircut, you know what I'm saying? Every time I go to the barbershop, it's like, boy, hey, these folk coming here asking, but these folk want that young LA, you feel me? And when you start seeing it in the neighborhood and then hitting real, real close to home, it's like, okay, yeah, this it.
That's crazy. When you first saw Diddy with the mohawk, what you think? What was your reaction?
I popped that one.
No cap.
I was the one to pop that one. You know what I'm saying? And just like I say, man, that, as a competitor, when you competing in what we do in this industry, entertainment is very competitive, you know what I'm saying? And when you see stuff like that, it kind of, you know what I'm saying, make you feel good on the inside, though, for real. Like, okay, that's me right there. That's the one I popped. He on that one. Okay, these folks really gravitate to which one I'm doing. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
And I feel like folks gravitated a lot to my, not just my sound, but my style, like you say, the fashion, the trends, and I think that's what people gravitated to, and I think that's what made me, I feel like bigger than I was supposed to be at that time, just with a couple records out, no album out, just some singles out, and I just felt like how I presented myself, you know what I'm saying, the black boy, white boy, I feel like people cling to it with something different in it, that's what kind of, you know what I mean, that's what even elevated me, because it was bigger than the music for me. You feel me? It was style, fashion, passion. You see what I'm saying?
Staying in the first, we in the first lane right there. Describe to me what futuristic and black boy, white boy, and do you feel like you invented that?
Yeah, I feel like I invented it. I feel like I was one of the founders to stretch futuristic, to stretch black boy, white boy, and when I was saying it, it was just basically me saying I'm ahead of what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, which I see everybody else doing, the kid Lilo not doing that one. I'm working the other one. You feel what I'm saying? And I always committed myself on, okay, what can I do next that's different, that's going to set me apart, or what everybody else ain't on, because I got to be on that. Or what's the new lingo in the hood, because I got to say, you know what I'm saying, I got to put it in the verse first, you know what I'm saying? I got to, when you're a creator, you're a trend, you got to stay ahead of the curve. So, yeah, I feel like I stamped it. You feel me?
No, I agree. I definitely agree. What other trends do you feel that you've started? Because there's a lot of them.
I don't know, man. We go back to fashion. It was like everybody when the man bag era came in, like everybody was so like geeked up on the man bags and okay, default, like, but I was like, damn, I was wearing man bags when I first got signed to Interscope. I had them, you know what I'm saying, American Eagle, like scrapped around the same way. So when I still go look at something, I'll be like, damn, but it's crazy. Like I was the first artist.
The
I
first
feel like
rapper to wear the man bag,
yeah.
man. Come on, Soulja, holla at us.
Nah, for sure, like for real, they late. You know what I'm saying? I did that one.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a
a lot of firsts, bro. It's a lot on.
Give me one more, cause I like the I remember the first time I see the man bag. I remember the Hawk. Cause we all went and got the Mohawks that summer.
The first one who went, the first Offset haircut. The first one to screen Offset. The first person in the city ever to screen Offset, to say Offset. That was Futuristic Leland. Me and Maceo, shout out to Maceo, shout out to Zone 6. You know what I mean? Shout out whole BMG. Shout out my boy Street Scooter. But like, don't folks know, like, me and Maceo had a song called Offset Shorty. Offset Shorty. Swag up, Shorty.
Come on.
Offset Shorty. Swag up, Shorty. This shit around my neck. It called 2 times 40. Offset Shorty. Offset Shorty.
Now, knowing that, coming out with that word Offset, and of course,
this was before Futuristic. See, this is what I'm trying to see. Show y'all the evolution of Leland Austin. Offset was before Futuristic, so I was already saying trends then. You know what I'm saying?
Thoughts about the Migos rapper Offset adapting your term?
I fought with Offset super hard and everything he done, and I fought with the Migos and they sound. I feel like they're a group of guys who also came out with a sound that was very original and unique, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't, when they hit, it didn't sound like nothing else, you feel me? And so I commend it, you feel me? Because I stand on originality and stand on being original, and so I commend it. So it was like the Offset haircut, the part motherfucker where I had one side light, I had one side dark, and I had a part straight down the middle. And I used to call it the Offset haircut, you know what I'm saying? And if you were from Zone 3, Thomasville, all the way to Deer Avenue, nigga was like, boy, they go Offset Shorty.
Come on. You know, it's gotta be a proud moment to see, you know, a phrase that you coined and someone adapting and name themselves that and have that kind of success, you know what I'm saying, with the Migos and Offset.
Nah, it's super dope. It's super dope. Like I said, I commend myself on the trends. Now, we at Offset Shorty, I just had to just take them a couple steps back. These the figure 8 days, like you say, the Coco Loco days. Yeah. This before Ain't I, this before all that, you know what I'm saying? So, Offset Shorty was just one of them, you know what I mean? But that's still a claim to fame. Like, you still see somebody who really know me, really from the 3. Boy, that boy Offset Shorty, what going on? You know what I mean?
Would you consider yourself like the ATL E40, like, you know, you invent the lingo?
I adapted that because I've been asked that same question. It was like, hold on, what the hell you just say in that verse? What you said in that song? You said keep it one done. What the hell that mean? One done. Like, it wasn't no word, but it was like, you know, keep it 100 or keep it real. But I just said keep it one done. Like, I don't know what made me say keep it one done, but it caught. You feel me? So it was like, I had to accept that because I seen what 40 did. 40 Water come out with a word that you don't know. I don't know what this means, what this boy saying. You see what I'm saying? But, you know, it made so much sense. And I think that's why that comparison was made with me and 40 Water. You feel me?
Y'all both got some mean talk game.
Lingo, talker.
Yeah.
Let's talk it.
Be like, what he say? That I don't know what he said, but that
it
hard.
sounded like it was supposed to be something.
Like, why I ain't think of that?
For sure.
All right, cool. So rank these rappers in order of style trendsetters, right? We're talking about trendsetter styles. These rappers in order. J Money, Future, yourself, and Young Dro.
Okay. And you said rate the trends and
style?
The
trendsetters, yeah. And rate, and as far as being a trendsetter, rate J Money, yourself, Future, and Young Dro.
All right. I'm going to go this order. I'm going to go me first.
Okay.
I'm going to go J Money because I seen J Money, you know, in that same era, and I seen him trendset, and I seen him do things trendy, you know. I was right there with him, so I had to pick him as number 2. You know, I got to go with Dro for number 3 because why? I was right there with Dro and watching his originality and trending. And I got to go Future 4. You know, Future very trendy. But I went with Dro and I went with Jay over Future because I had the personal relationships with them and right there with them, seeing them trailblazing. So it was, it hit a little different.
Yeah.
You feel me?
No, we was right there. You know, you seen it with your own 2 eyes.
Yeah, because I mean, like I say, J Money had a song called IPU. And IPU was the abbreviation for I'm piped up. And, you know, first it was turned up and then it went to piped up, you know. But before, like, a lot of rappers started saying the piped up and I started hearing it in the lingo, I had heard that, like, no cap, probably 3-4 years when we was doing the first Batman and Robin. J Money had a song, like I say, called IPU. It was called I'm Piped Up. So, shout out to Jay. He real trendy. Everybody on that list is super duper trendy.
No, for sure. What up? So you have a brand, you have a business, and you want to get the word out. In the last 90 days, we did over 30 million views on YouTube, over 50 million views on social media sites. Promote your business on the Ugly Money Podcast. Let me help you turn your business up. Make sure you text the number right here below. We'll schedule a call, and let's get it popping. Let's get it moving. Let's get that brand and that business out of here. Yeah, you can be an official sponsor of the Ugly Money Podcast, and China just left. See y'all in a minute. Text us for sure. Now, a lot of people don't know I got a journalist that I work with. He don't like me to say his name, but shouts out to him. So the person that wrote this question and sent this question in he says, was in Rico Street when you were there over 10 years ago. Rice Street, was in Rice Street with you when you were over there over 10 years ago. First and foremost, what is Rice Street and how bad is it?
901 Rice Street. Hey, if you really from the spot, you really from the city, you know what I'm saying? And, even if you haven't been, you done heard, you know what I'm saying? That's the county jail, Fulton County, 901 Rice Street. You do anything in Atlanta, Fulton County. Well, if Atlanta, they had a Atlanta holding facility. Yeah. But if your ass was in Fulton County, you went to 901 Rice Street. The spot you didn't want to be in. Yeah. You feel me?
He said he was over there with you 10 years ago.
That sound about true.
He said, why? This is funny. He said, why were you there yelling for lean to the point where they had to put you in your own cell by yourself?
Man, hey, I wanted to drink. Whatever situation I was in, I guess I felt like the drink would have made it better. You know what I'm saying? I got to sit right here and deal with this madness too. This Rice Street, this the trenches, this the lords of the lords. You know what I'm saying? Very dangerous spot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If a motherfucker can't put their hands on you and say that shouted from right there, or say, oh boy, that shouted, yeah, he really from Bankhead. He be over there with whoop them. You see what I'm saying? You had to be official to go to Rice Street. You feel me?
Wow. Now, the comedian Drewski makes jail seem like it's fun in the skits. Was jail ever fun for you?
I mean, you make the best out of it, but that shit is not fun. Don't nobody want to be told what to do. You know what I'm saying? And shit, if you ain't no morning person, goddamn, boy, you gonna definitely hate it. You ain't get up 3 a.m., 4 in the morning, goddamn, eat some cold breakfast, or you got folks coming through yelling that shit. You ain't with it ain't gonna be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. For real, it's definitely not fun. It's a reflecting spot, and I think it's made like that to not be fun. Like you say, it's just a whole system where it just try to like break you down. You know what I'm saying? And so you got to be very strong. You got to know who you are. You got to have very head strength. You got to find something to do with your time. You know what I'm saying? Keep your mind occupied, because that shit definitely boring in here on the floor. You feel me? I wouldn't recommend it for nobody, you know, and I'm glad I've gone through that and got that out of my system, you know what I'm saying, gone through my phases where I've had to experience that and have been able to come out, you know what I'm saying, as my best self, you know what I'm saying, like I'm still here. Like you say, highly intelligent, articulate. It's like, you know, I mean, just to still be here and be in my right mind, not traumatized by it, not, you know, it's just so much stuff, you know what I'm saying, that could have happened, you know what I'm saying, that didn't. So that's how I know I'm supposed to be sitting right here, you know what I'm saying, me and you, you know what I mean?
Facts, brother, you know what I'm saying? Resiliency is definitely a word to describe you, man. One thing about you is it's like the bounce back be always crazy every time, you know what I mean? Now, seeing the fact that you invented the ATL, the swag in ATL pretty much, do you feel that you had to drip in jail? Like, is there a way you could be drippy in jail?
Yeah, you could be dripping.
Okay, talk to me.
Well, if you were locked up with me, I mean, I would drip it like, it would just depend on what kind of counts you hit. You know what I'm saying? Some counts it just was hard to get stuff in and just to do it. But you know what I'm saying? Some counts it was. I had hit a count called Jefferson. And I'm talking, I had like 2-3 pair of F01, fresh out the box, all black high top, all black white, all white high top, Nike shorts. You know what I'm saying? Drip for just straight block drip, like how you would be coming outside the 4 seasons. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So as we'll say, I was having that shit on down there. Yeah, for sure.
So you had to put it on in jail.
Man, shit, I gotta just feel as close to myself because it's a mental thing.
Yeah.
So just because I'm right here and it ain't nothing to do and, you know what I'm saying, I'm being tormented or I'm being, you know, how officers is or whatever it is and I'm having to deal with this every day, you know, you can sometimes lose sight of yourself and who you are. You know what I'm saying?
No, facts. That is dope. That's dope.
You feel
now, like once again, I want to reiterate the fact that, brother, I'm proud of you. You look good. You know what I'm saying? And I can tell you don't look like what you've been through. You feel what I'm saying?
Brother, to hear that from you, it mean a lot.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you one of the ones who been around the scene. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So, going back to that time, and thank God we know we are past these things. Did drugs trick you into thinking that everything was on the up and up? You know what I'm saying? And what was your vice back then?
I feel like anything you indulge in that alter your mind, you know what I'm saying? You can always think you know what I'm saying? You making the right decisions, or you moving the right way, or you know, because you become let's see, not dependent, but you become used to it, so you can function. You know what I'm saying? You find a way to function doing it. So my vices back then was like, a bad vice for me was Xanax, cause it was like take a damn Xan and nigga take a half a bar and goddamn. Wake up 3 days, goddamn later. I don't know what the hell was said. You know,
hey,
done.
Keep it all the way 100. Hey, this interview different.
Goddamn, I'm on stage getting the goddamn tattoo. Hey, goddamn, I'm talking about. Shit. I thought I was just, you know, I'm on stage popping, and I'm like, this an ad to the show. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm doing tattoos and jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Let me get a tattoo on stage. It was just all kind of, you know what I'm saying, sporadic decisions that you're making. Yeah. Feeling like you're functioning, but boy, you are not functioning, sir.
Boy,
you're floating. You feel me?
I never forget.
And that vice just was, it wasn't a good one. And combining that with the lean, it was just like, I wasn't making good decisions.
I never forget, Lay, man. We was at this spot in Augusta called Alter Egos, and I think it was on a Sunday. And you was you had that tattoos and jewelry about to come out.
Yeah.
And I remember you telling me like, hey, my P9, hey P9. Boy, I'm about to get a tattoo on the stage when I perform. Moments that the drugs is talking, right?
This how it be when the drugs kick in. I'm talking about for real.
Hey, bro.
Activator.
Hey, and he was really on stage with his foot out getting a tattoo while performing.
Performing at the same time, bro. You hit it on the head.
And then and it's just moments that the drugs is talking, ladies and gentlemen. It's moments that drugs is talking.
It ain't me. They have kicked in and activated, and they slickly. I got it under control. Yeah. I'm still doing my job, but they slightly playing tricks too. These motherfuckers playing tricks. You know what I'm saying?
In your mind, this is a great idea.
Man, I'm thinking, listen, man, getting a tattoo on this crazy promo tattoos and jewelry, it makes sense. But hey, man, when I had to look back at it, motherfucker, it just was like, hold on, what one shot was working? You feel me?
And then he had got the tattoo. You had got the tattoo and stood up.
I got kicked out, didn't it?
Yeah,
hold up, boy. I got kicked out that motherfucker that night.
Hey, Stan, Lay say, where the fuck my bars at, man?
I believe I tried to get
bro, real. I mean, with that motherfucker like, bro, the police right outside, bro. Hey, where the fuck my boys at, bro? I need my bars. Where my bars?
Bruh, on God, bruh. And I think even though I think that ain't, didn't I try to give somebody a bar? I think it was some little chick. She biting the flavor with a drill. I think I tried to give her one or something.
Hey, man.
They put me out, let me back in.
No, I remember I had to go out there, had to talk to her for you. I was like, I like, bro, this is part of the show. Can you please let him back in? It's part of the show. I done booked him or whatever. It's going to ruin it. Right? I understand. I said, it's all part of the show. It's entertainment. He's like, you mean to tell me? I'm like, it's entertainment. It's part of the show. And you was like, yeah, man. Where my boy?
Got to have my boy.
I got you out of that one, bro. I got you.
Hey.
So speaking on moments the drugs was talking.
For sure.
The duct tape situation.
For sure.
The duct tape tattoo that, happened. Was that the drugs talking at that particular moment in time?
Drug played a part. It was drinking lean that day. You know what I'm saying? It was drinking lean that day. And so with me just having, like you getting comfortable around your alliance or, what I'm saying, your peers.
Yes, sir.
So once I started hanging around, like, shout out to the boy Dave, shout out to Black, you know what I'm saying, shout out to Trouble, embracing these guys. So I'm embracing the friendship. I'm doing, what I'm bringing it in. And I think the judgment of it, you know what I'm saying, even when me and Allie got into it, it was definitely like I say, when you want these drugs, you're not making the best decision, or I feel like the greatest judgment, you know what I'm saying? A lot of shit is sporadic, you feel me? And I think that played a lot in it, because like I say, I'm comfortable, we cool now, because we done been around each other growing, so I take it upon myself, this a good thing, okay, they embracing me, I'm finna go get the duct tape tattoo.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Out of respect.
Out of respect and out of a new brotherhood camaraderie that I'm bringing in, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so I still feel like even with making that decision, if I wasn't under the influence, I probably wouldn't have never did that. Or even if I did get the tattoo, I probably wouldn't have went in my face with it. You see what I'm saying?
Drugs be talking.
So I told you, activator. They had that. They activated on that decision. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. So, now, what was Duct Tape Dave's role in that whole tattoo incident?
Who, my boy Dave?
Yeah, Dave.
Oh, Dave. He really nothing. He was like the first person I told that I was going to get it done. Like, boy, hey, I see what's going on, but we done brought it together. But it makes sense. Shit, I'm finna stamp it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Then what going on? This gonna be my next move after Grand Hustle. You feel what I'm saying? I'm stamping it. Me and Dave, player to player, just like our relationship. Shit, like we, stamped it and co-signed. You know what I'm saying? And I followed in action.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The thing about it, those times, we didn't know that we were making legendary moments as we're in the middle of this, and
for sure.
I remember that same show was the video that ended up going viral, talking about duck still on my face, ain't going nowhere, staying duck, fan lane, vroom.
For sure.
And a lot of people didn't know that I was actually the cameraman.
For sure.
And I remember you told me, it's like, yo, City the World Star. And I ain't think they were gonna post it. Man, they posted that thing by that night.
Well, by that night it was posted. For sure.
Let's briefly go over Alley Boy's situation. What was said that moved you to remove the tattoo?
It wasn't really. It was a decision that I made on myself because it was like, okay, now I done embraced this brotherhood, and now this happened with me and Allie. So it's just like, these are his alliances and his day ones. You feel me? Yeah. So after this incident occurred, you see what I'm saying? When me and Allie got into it, it's like, there's no way I can keep this on my face. You know what I'm saying? There's no way as a man. I don't want to look, you know what I'm saying? At that time, that was just my life. I can't keep this shit on my face. So I got the cover up. That's how I got the big LA. Yeah. You feel me? So I got the LA and I got it covered up. And that was, like I say, a decision that was made after me and Allie Boy had our physical altercation. You feel me? It was like, hell nah, I can't goddamn be walking around and goddamn you know what I mean? After that one, that's gone. I gotta find a way to get it. So it was never nothing said as far as on their end to make me, do it, but it was just as a man, like, but you can't keep that on your face. You feel me?
No, it makes sense. It makes sense. It makes all the sense in the world. I mean, these things happened years and years ago.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
It's water under the bridge now. Yeah, have you and Alley Boy ever reconciled?
Yeah, me and Allie talk, you know what I'm saying? And I respect Allie, you know what I'm saying? Just off of the, shit happened in the streets, you know what I'm saying? It just was a time where shit phones was out, nigga, we been fighting in the hood. This shit happened right in Zone 3, shit we used to do every day. But because of who I was in the position that I was in, you know what I'm saying, it was magnified, you feel me? But like I say, speaking to Allie and for him to actually, bro, on some real nigga shit, just to be able to tell me, hey, bro, I'm sorry, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's hard.
I ain't never get a chance to holler at you, bro. We never got a chance to come to the table. He was like, late, but I always fucked it with you. And, me and Allie had an extensive relationship before that even happened. You know what I'm saying? I was on his project. Me and Dro was on his project. Me, him, and Kent used to run around, you know what I'm saying? This before Grand Hustle, this before everything, you know what I'm saying? So just to hear him say that, it was, I heard the growth in him, you know what I'm saying? And we both had grew, you know what I'm saying? Grew as men, went through everything we went through, you know what I'm saying? And great spaces in life. But, just to hear him say that and just hear the real come from him, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't do nothing but come in that, you feel me? That was for real nigga shit.
Yeah, no, that's big. Sometimes a lot of people don't grow.
Yeah,
a lot of people just stay in the same mindset and the same trap mind that they be in or whatever. It's an amazing thing to see, two black men come to the table and just just lay the shit down.
For sure.
Rest, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So shouts out, I gotta give a shout out to Alley Boy for that, man. Shouts out Big Bank. Big Facts, what up? So moving forward, Gucci Man actually was rocking with you before T.I. and Grand Hustle. He used to come pick you up in Thomasville, and right?
For sure.
Like every day, and this was before Grand Hustle.
Yeah, that when he had the white hump.
Talk to me about your
Big
relationship
Bart
with Gucci,
Simpson
man. Talk to me about your relationship with Gucci.
I always loved the walk. I mean, you know what I'm saying? With Zay ushering me in, it was just like I was almost in his inner circle, you know what I'm saying? Because him and Zay was working so closely. And with Zay just seeing my talent and just ushering me in and saying, come on, you know what I'm saying? This kind of put me in the arena of, you know what I'm saying, Guwap. So I know Wap used to hear my music, you know what I'm saying? Used to hear stuff like when Zay was working with me, like, who this little nigga here right here? This little nigga going crazy, you feel me? And as we working with Zay, we gonna cross paths, you know what I'm saying? And so I guess he seen what Zay seen in me and believed in me, and he started to believe, and he started coming to get me, go to the studio, record records. I already had records. I got it out at that time going crazy. You feel me? Every club you went in, I got it. Shout out to the boy Zay. And I just think everything Zay seen in me,
yeah,
I think Gucci also seen it too because he believed in Zay. You know what I'm saying? And Zay talent level and Zay judgment on what talent is, you feel me? And he bought into it.
It almost seemed like every one of them ones out of Atlanta, Gucci was on it early. It's like he got a vision, like he can just see what was, you know what I'm saying? If we talk, you know what I mean? Talk about that, like Gucci Man just being like one of the greatest A&Rs the world has ever seen.
Right. Because at that time, you got to think, like, Gucci was in the streets for real. Mm-hmm. So that's what happened. Like, when you in these hole-in-the-wall clubs and you really coming outside and you really in the streets, it's like you get a whiff of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where a lot of the records at that time was getting broke at. Like, you had to go to these spots that was considered dangerous. You know what I'm saying? All these spots I was performing at, everybody had their pistols on them.
I remember hearing that
them kind of spots.
You went to like a club a night, like every day for like a month or something like that, every night performing.
Yeah, I already had I was just going out on some, I gotta just pop it, you feel me, to get in. And that's how I seen everybody else doing it before me, even the young Rouse, everybody who had records that I was in the streets who was, grinding if I seen that same formula. And so it was like, nigga, 3-4 clubs a night, you know what I'm saying? It was like, go to the Libra, lead the Libra, catch the Coco Loco, lead the Loco, goddamn, try to catch the after hour spot. But I'm going to grab the mic in every spot I go in. I'm a rap, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to stand on the table, you know what I'm saying? And that was just, like you say, the grind and just the drive in me. And so that same drive really just transferred over. Once I got the Grand Hustle, it was like the same thing. Shout out to VA, my man.
Shouts out VA booking, man.
My brother, me and him started over there at the same time, and I just commend VA because he started out on a street team at Grand Hustle.
I remember.
And we used to ride around in the van, and we used to have to go do what I had to do for my brand, and VA was right there with me. And VA come from a system to what he know, but even then, VA will tell you, oh, Shawty was going 3-4 clubs a night. You know what I'm saying? That was just his norm. You feel me? Like you say, that was how we knew to get the records hot, and that's how you stood behind your record in Atlanta. You had to be there. If a motherfucker ain't see you in the club and your record was playing, it was like, shit, you wasn't talking about nothing.
Nah, I remember me and you went to like 3 clubs one night. We just did a mad dash throughout the South Carolina, Georgia area.
For sure.
The work ethic has always been there.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? The hustle has always been there.
For sure.
All right, let's move on. You got a cool relationship with Jose Guapo.
Yeah, that's my little brother. That's family.
Exactly.
That's like family to me.
So in y'all heydays, who do you feel got more geeked up, you or Guap? In the heydays, we talk. Look. I'm telling you, we done lived.
Hey, crazy. It's a real podcast, bro. We here. We can talk, and that's so, man.
Ain't
When you can laugh and big smiles and talk about it, bro. I'm talking about and look like it and talking about it while you looking like it.
Come on, man.
Nah, for real. I don't think at that time Jose was really indulging.
He wasn't all the way activated.
Yeah, I was activated. So I had the crown at that time. Know what I'm saying? Like, that's, I had the crown. I don't think at that time, it wasn't even no comparison.
He had a run, though.
He got on his run. That Guap. Know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. I'm talking about very bright individual, very talented individual. Don't let it fool you. You know what I'm saying? Got plenty sense. You know what I'm saying? All the sense. You know what I'm saying? Might play crazy if you lame and goddamn throw you off, but you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Guapo, but at that time, Guapo wasn't seeing me. Not with getting high.
All the way activated.
Man, activate me now, sir.
Yeah, it's a beautiful situation.
It's
man.
beautiful,
We can laugh about all this, man.
For sure.
Speaking of other things we can laugh about, man. J Money has said the first time he ever met you, you passed him a blunt of mid. Was that ever really true?
Shit, I probably did. I probably did pass him some mid. Cause you gotta think. I mean, that nigga crazy.
Hey, man, it's a beautiful look. Oh man.
Hey, but I probably did though, cause at that time, shit, I'm in Tomerville Heights Project. You know what I'm saying? The Ville still up, the brick still up. You had Dro. I think you had, it wasn't really no real deal exotic weed. Like, nigga was smoking gangster mid. Yeah. I used to go get me a 7 gram for 15.
Dro was like the best you could get.
Dro was the best you could. Hey, if you got down, but I was going to get me a 7 grams for $15. And as long as it was the super green, hey, that's just what was going on.
Now,
I come from a spot you can come get 2 for $5. We had the 2 for $5 deals on the hill. Hell yeah, 2 big nicks. I'm talking about shit, but I can roll me about 4 and a skimp one out this. Hey man, bring it on, 2 for $5 me. But that's the era we was in. You know what I'm saying? So like shit, hell yeah.
Time,
Probably did pay the boy me. Excuse me, sir.
Beers over there like, man, 2 for $5, boy. We would have been. Hey man, they said that you knew J Money because at one point in time you was talking to his niece, and at that time you had Ain't I and Trapper of the Year.
Yeah.
So what do you think took y'all so long to finally work together?
I think, man, like just being for real before I even got on, like me and Jay was already like, you know what I'm saying, we were real friends, you know what I'm saying, we had done developed a friendship, like you said, I used to, you know what I'm saying, talk to his niece, you know what I'm saying, I knew people in his family, so when you got a friendship like that before music, or when you got an acquaintance like that before music, it kind of, it's kind of bigger than the music, you know what I'm saying, because it's like, if anything happened to your niece or anything like that, I would never want to, you want all the good for that person, you know what I'm saying,
for sure.
So, and I think working together, I don't know why it took. I think we had records because even before Ain't I, like me and bro used to like do our little records and we'll run through like little clubs and shit together. Okay. And like perform them shit. You feel me?
So you were already working with J Money before Ain't I Pop?
Yeah, hell yeah. I was working with J Money before Ain't I Pop. When I wrote the verse to Ain't I to the remix, J Money was sitting in the car with me.
Oh, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So You know how shit go, divide and conquer. You over here, I'm over there. You know what I'm saying? People try to throw the bullshit in the game. This, that. You know how it go on Nietzsche. You feel me?
No, for sure. They
And,
try
you
to
know,
divide and
egos. You know what I'm saying? And this, that. You got to do what you got to do as your brand. I got to do what I got to do as my brand. You know what I mean? But nah, me and bro was always. We never really had. All that shit was funny. Just looking back at it now,
Nah,
never no
for
real.
real.
It wasn't never no beef. It wasn't never. It wasn't never nothing.
It wasn't nothing serious, man.
Nah.
It was just, hunger.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody trying to get it, and don't want nobody else to get in their way of getting it, but not knowing that we not even in our own way. If anything,
in our own way, for sure.
You feel what I'm saying?
Sure.
It wasn't. So let's move forward to like Grand Hustle. Whew. Wow. Okay. It's dope. We can laugh about this now.
Man.
Do you feel that Grand Hustle ruined your career and used your street cred in motion and resources back then? Did you feel that way?
After after the Grand Hustle situation, like just reflecting on it.
Yes. As far as when you were signed to Grand Hustle or whatever, like when everything was cool, do you think they were ruining you, or do you think they had good intentions? Like, what do you think their intentions were?
Well, Dro brought me, and I know Dro his intention was super good. This the same guy who was coming to pick me up out the projects when I ain't had nothing.
For sure.
His album was on the way to gold. You know what I'm saying? So I know that was pure, but like Dro's assigned to Grand Hustle, and the overhead of many people that's over him. You know what I'm saying? Who make the decision. So the way that he feel about me is not the way that everybody else is gonna feel about me or embrace me. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And I felt like, as younger, I felt like I was supposed to be embraced. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, I'm over here. I'm at Grand Hustle. I'm representing it. I'm in the streets with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming right out the gate. Hot records. Everything that I did over there was successful.
For
I
sure.
never had all of my everything over there is platinum and gold that I put out. So I mean, I stood up to the task. Do I feel like some things in life you can't change or you got no control of? Hell yeah, I feel like that. With Tip getting in, trouble and doing the things and going through the phases that he was going through just in his career, I think that really took a lot of the energy away from me because, in the midst of him going through that, I was at the peak of my run.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, album about to drop, like 2 singles going crazy, already at Interscope. And I feel like the business of Grand Hustle, which who I was signed to, I know that their loyalty and their web, it lied with Tip as it should be. That's he built that.
He the brand.
He the brand. Yeah. He's everything to that label. But I feel like at that time, a lot of those incidents kind of pulled away from what I had created and pulled the light off of it. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of simmered down. And when the simmering down happened, I felt like Grand Hustle, I wanted to see them fight a little bit more for something that you knew was a prize, something that was already showed and proved, something that was already showing you that this was a great asset to the company. Even if you was looking at it from a business standpoint and gaining and making, it's like, why don't you keep the gas on the hottest young nigga on your label right now?
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? So I had to deal with all those questions, like why ain't the gas been put on?
Yeah.
So all of that stuff and trying to figure it out. And I just, like I say, I made the decision to say, hey, I'm buzzing right now. I'm young. I believe in what I do. I believe in my craft. I don't believe that no one person makes me. I know that this blessing is a God-given blessing, God-given talent. And I'm going to take my talents elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? While I'm still buzzing, while I still have my buzz and try to reach the pinnacle that I've, been trying to reach with no disrespect. It was a business decision for Leland. You feel me?
No, facts. And that's big, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you feel like that at some point in time back then that you were getting in your own way?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of times I got in my own way. Not just speaking in that situation that we was just relating to, but yeah, I feel like sometimes I did get in my own way.
I mean, because you came in with a hit. Ain't I was a hit before anybody jumped on it.
For sure.
Do you think that, was ego ever at play when it came to Grand Hustle?
With them or with me?
With both.
Nah, cause if you know me, P, like I always been humble. You know what I'm
sure.
saying? Besides the vice and everything, you know what I'm saying, that I went through and had to grow through and mature from. I always been, I'm laid back. That's just my aura. So I don't even think it was ego from my part. I'm always like, hey, let's get it done. You feel me? And however we can get it done. And I'm never, you know what I'm saying, walking in the room with my chest out or thinking I'm better than anyone. I've always been approachable.
Yeah, for sure.
I commend myself for that, and I think that's why I'm still here, like, you know what I'm saying, still relevant, you know what I'm saying, as trends and as music and everything, you know, it has a lot to do with the humbleness. So I don't think it was egos, for real. I just felt like motherfuckers knew I was just super duper talented, and I mean, if we let the reins go and we say that this is the face, like, can we get it back? Like, cause he like something that's unmatched, and he's not like everybody on my label, or he don't look like everybody. We don't dress like him. We don't sound like him. So if the face of the label change and the sound change, like, can I get blocked out? Or, you know what I'm saying? Or does it rearrange? You know what I'm saying? How I have to take, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, I done thought about all that. You feel me?
Nah, facts. You got to think about it. I mean, there was a lot of things going on at the time. I think Tip had got locked up right before the BET Awards.
Yeah, I was supposed to perform on the BET Awards that year, but actually we actually went to the BET Awards. We actually went and accepted the award that Tip won that year. But like I say, I didn't get to perform at the height of one of the biggest records in the country and one of the probably biggest looks. You know, as an artist, when you get to the BET Awards, that's like a hell of an accomplishment.
That's him.
And so just to be there, to be nominated for these awards and stuff like that, because I was nominated for like three awards: best collaboration video, best single, and it was something else. But
best new artist, I think.
I didn't get to perform, and I didn't get to perform because BET straight said like, "Hey, if T.I. ain't here, we don't want to do it." Wow. And so basically that shows you how big of a brand, you know what I'm saying, what Tip had built. And I kind of understood that for, you know, later as far as politics and all of this kind of stuff. It was like, okay, they wanted to see T.I., you know what I'm saying, on the stage and perform that song with me to get the complete feel, you know what I'm saying. But would I have loved to bust that bitch up and hold it down for Tip while he was gone? Hell yeah. But you know, so shit like that is what I'm saying, like hits that I took that were uncontrollable hits, you know what I'm saying, but definitely veering the momentum and slowing the momentum down. Because even if you get to look at BET shit, bro, your show's finna go crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though shows were going crazy, but that was just a big look. You know what I'm saying? That could have expanded me further than where I was.
Yeah, you've been A-list.
Yeah, so, you know.
You would have hit that, them 50s, them hundreds.
Man, but we can't cry over, you know what I mean? Like you say, the resiliency, you know what I'm saying? You got to get back. One thing I know about me, I know how to fall back and go right back to the basis and do this shit right again. So, because I'm having fun when I'm doing it. I'm passionate about this. This is what I really love to do.
Yes, sir. Yo, have you got your Engorge yet? All natural male supplement, improving size, boosts libido, and stamina. And no, I'm not paying attention to her because I got that Engorge. So if you really want to handle your business the way you got to handle your business, go to Engorge.com today to get yours. Do that thing again, China Red. Yeah, it's an Engorge thing. Yes, sir. You know, the things that you have introduced into hip-hop, introduced in the culture, have been unmatched. You know, we sat there and talked for several minutes about a lot of the first things that you have brought to the table.
For sure.
You know, the trends. I'll say these names, and you tell me if you feel like these particular individuals are your sons.
Man, crazy, bro.
I'm just asking.
Okay.
I say Rich Kids, I say Roscoe Dash, and I say Travis Porter. Are they lay sons?
Man, I feel I'm okay. I feel like Roscoe is, and everybody probably would know why I feel like Roscoe is.
Talk about it.
It's nothing to really do with the sound. At that time, it was like your whole package, your whole look was nothing but LA. So I had to call that a son, right?
Got to.
Roscoe Dash, okay, it would be son one. I say Travis, and Travis, we cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's I fuck with all them guys over there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Scrap, shout out to Travis.
Shout out.
Shout out Ali, shout out to Quiz. We was all just, I got a chance to hang with them guys in Malibu. I think it was like 2020, 2021. And it was just good. But at the beginning of Black Boy, White Boy, the whole swag, they came out with a song called Black Boy, White Boy. And so when me and Dro heard it, because we know, like, no one has ever, this is this new shit. Like, this ain't even really been tapped into yet. You know what I'm saying? This is something that came off the lips of Young LA at a video shoot. It was birthed at Ain't I Video Shoot. Black leather gloves on, and got the woman said, "Well, you got on right." She said, "So what? So what's this?" I said, "This Black Boy, White Boy swag." I birthed it right there. I didn't know I was gonna say Black Boy, but that's what I called it, and that's what it was. So when I heard Trav come out with the Black Boy, White Boy, I got to say, I had to adopt y'all, or y'all were kind of my kids or something. You see what I'm saying? So, respectfully.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
respectfully.
So I say Roscoe, and then I say Travis. And who was the other one?
Rich kids.
I wouldn't say rich kids, because I mean, what they was doing, it was just, it had already kind of been put on the map by me in saying that this the new trend that we popping right now. This what's going on. This the cool kid shit in Atlanta. And I think they just followed up on it because, like you say, the trend had hit so big close to home. I told you that the young teenagers and middle school kids, everybody would go on to Barber T to find out how to get their LA Mohawk. You feel what I'm saying?
Hey, come on,
so I just feel like they kind of embraced more. You know what I'm saying? Theirs wasn't like really a mimic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was kind of like we embracing the culture, but we got our own sound. We got our own umph. We got our own, you know what I mean?
No, respect. Now, Lay is known for being fashionable. Lay has a signature sound. Lay at one point in time enjoyed being high. There's another artist that could maybe considered your grandson. A newer artist. Gunna is fashionable. He loves being high. And he has a signature playful sound. Gunna.
Wow.
Gunna is fashionable. He likes to smoke. He has a signature playful sound. Would you consider Gunna your grandson? And if he was your grandson, would you claim him after these recent activities?
Man, shout out to Gunna, man, and everything he going through. It's hard. I mean, I know it's kind of tough and rough, you know what I'm saying? But I can't see myself. Well, okay, the finessing the voice from Gunna, how he play with his voice and finesse it, I can see that part of me. Definitely the putting that shit on and being fashionable and being trendy. And not only that, like while I was just down the road, I actually read a GQ magazine that Gunna was in. And, you know, they was asking him these questions. And so everybody the next morning was, when they told me about the GQ, you know, the magazine, because I'm down there, I guess you people do a lot of reading. So everybody running up to me when we went to cafeteria, like, boy, Gunna got the new woo-woo by the GQ. Boy, he got your name in there. Boy, he talking about woo-woo-woo. But he actually paid homage and just, they was asking him where from Atlanta, where did the style originate and what, you know, a lot of stuff. And he actually, you know what I'm saying, mentioned Young LA. So for him to mention me, I know, you know, I had an effect in him looking up, you know what I'm saying, and hearing my sound and seeing how I was delivering it. So, you know, I know it was something that was displayed and it was something that he seen, you know what I'm saying?
Respect.
And so for him just giving me that salute, that, you know, that was real. Because, you know, artists ain't finna give you no salute on no big platform like that and say, oh, but Shouted them with one of the one, you know what I'm saying? So that was some player shit for Shouted to do.
So you would embrace Gunna as your grandkid?
I couldn't adopt them no more. I couldn't adopt them. Nah, I can't adopt them.
You can't adopt them?
Nah, I can't have nothing to do with your game now. Can't tie my game up with that one. You know, I just came from down the road.
That's
you know, my name. I'm talking
real.
about.
Hey, man, we being real today.
My name so straight up and straight down. When it comes to the GDC, my GDC number is 1,393-240. I never forget them numbers. And
Ain't no mystery and lay history.
You can goddamn call any prison and anywhere. All my paperwork good. You know, Lay did his time. You see what I'm saying? I ain't do the other one.
Ain't no mystery.
I couldn't work
history.
that one, no sir.
Hey, look. I appreciate your transparency, bro. Now, see, it's word on the street. I purposely don't try to be messy, but I have to ask, as a journalist, I have to ask the questions that people want to hear. You feel what I'm saying? That people want to know. And so, if word on the street that Gunna had a truckload of cases of activists from 10 years ago that had been perfectly preserved in a top secret time capsule, would you be scared to buy that juice from Gunna?
I can't mix my game up with it. You see what I'm saying? I can't, hey man, I don't know which one you working. You feel me? Until somebody figure out which one, until somebody figure out which one is really being worked, I'm telling you, hey boy, you would have them 10 pints or 100 pints, whatever they were. The motherfuckers to be right where they at.
Oh man, you know what?
Now I'm from Zone 3 Thomasville for real. You see what I'm saying? We don't do that one.
You can't, not that one. They got to do the other one.
We got to do the other one. He was doing the wrong one.
Respect, man. You speaking of YSL, Duke from YSL and J Money, did they actually invent the slang sauce?
I don't know. When it comes to that, I mean, Jay came out and had a whole sauce movement.
Yeah.
Where he said, I don't want no swag. I want sauce on me.
Yeah.
He said, death for the swag.
Yeah.
So
that was the first time I heard
for
it.
you saying, so that's an invention. And I would say that. I would say, like, on a big scale, I would say that sauce originated and came from Jay. But this the crazy part about it. And I'm not just hitting my horn because I'm sitting right here. I had to go back and listen to old music from Zay Basement. I said, look, I'm from the 3.
Yeah.
You know I'm a boss. You know we got swag. Look, we call it sauce. Did you hear the bar?
Yeah.
Look, we call it sauce. So this was before the sauce movement. This was before the Offset Shorty movement. This was like when I just first got with Zay. So I feel like I'm the first one to just say sauce. But I feel like J Money was the first to stress it and turn it into the movement. But the word actually saying it and putting it in music, I said sauce first.
You think
I said it on Eastside Ho. If y'all want to, you could go listen to the song. It's called Eastside Ho, produced by Zaytoven, Young LA Zaytoven, Eastside Ho.
Have you ever had any dealings with Sauce Walker and TSF out of Houston? You ever met them guys?
Man, that's crazy you asked me that. Man, I fought with them boys.
Yeah.
I fought with South Wood. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I fought with South Wood. And South Wood real. Like when I was just on that last bid, like, man, bro would goddamn hit me. I mean, checking on me. I mean, bro ain't even from Atlanta. He from Texas and from a whole nother, you know what I'm saying, a whole nother culture, you know what I'm saying, just as far as, you know, everything different in every city. But bro used to cash out me, send me something, make sure I was straight, you know what I'm saying? And that was just real, like, you know what I'm saying, just on some real shit. He had been in the same type of situation where he did some extensive time. Respect. And really, you know what I'm saying, like, never had nobody really to fuck with him. Like, his time was hard. And just by, like I say, me knowing South Wood and knowing him through a videographer that I was working with who was also working with them, kind of bridged us together. But I fought with them guys. Like I say, South Wood was, the boy was fucking with my gang. He was doing real nigga shit, you know what I'm saying? Respect. Just on the strength and didn't want nothing back. And I done spoke with him since I been home, and it's all the same love and it's genuine. So shout out to South Wood.
Shouts out to South, man. Shouts out to South. Going back to J Money. Unfortunately, you know, he was recently shot in a Lambo in L.A. that he rented from a Korean prince, and he was robbed of his Rolex. When you heard about what happened, do you remember what you were doing? Do you remember your reaction to when you heard that J Money had got shot?
I think, when I heard it, it was the next day. But I had, like I say, I came home in October. So when I came home, you know, Jay is a friend. I always go back to that. He's somebody in the industry that I consider one of my friends. There ain't too many of those, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just by, like I say, us having family connections, a lot of stuff outside of music. So when I heard it, it was hurtful. And I had just seen Jay, you feel me? So it kind of hurt me, bro, to the point where I just flew out to L.A. and I went to the hospital. And I went to the hospital to see my brother, man, just to check on his well-being, because I'm going to just keep it real. Like, when I seen it happen to Jake, it was almost like me and bro kind of close in some ways, you know what I'm saying, that if you know, you know what I'm saying, you had to be around. But it was kind of like I seen myself. I don't know if it make no sense, but it was
make
like,
a lot of sense.
I was like, damn, man, bro, grinding, chasing the same shit, been around, and just to see that happen to bro, and it kind of hurt me. But, man, I flew out there, stayed out there with him like 4 days, you know what I'm saying, in the hospital, and just to see him bounce back, recover. I could put resilience on his name, too, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just glad he better, bro, you know what I'm saying? We just had the Versus Saturday.
Yeah, I saw that.
At HQ.
That was hard.
It was epic. So just to see bro moving back around, like, you know, like I say, a real friend. Like, I didn't want to hear no news or what was going on. Like I say, I jumped on the plane and went to see my boy for myself. You feel me?
That's real. That's solid, bro.
And so, shout out to Jay, bro. It's all love.
When you do go to LA, seeing that, you know, a lot of things have been going on in Los Angeles where rappers getting robbed and extorted and just a lot, you know, a lot of different things, killed. And do you check in? Is checking in a real thing? And what are your thoughts on checking in?
Yeah, I mean, it just depends. You know, like I say, if you got, you know, you build relationships in the industry when you're moving around and stuff like that. And so, even if you just, you know, I think sometimes just letting somebody, you know what I'm saying, good in that city that you built a relationship with, just to know you there. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Just like, bro, I'm out here and I'm cooling. I wouldn't even just say checking in. Like I say, if I built a solid relationship and we got a relationship and we bonded, but I know you solid where you at, you know what I'm saying? Anytime I hit that spot, you gonna always know I'm in that spot. You feel me? So I think that is good because I think, you know, you can move a little bit different, and, you know, when you in foreign territory, you don't really know what's going. You don't know the spots like high in Atlanta. I know when I'm riding through Zone 3, I know where all the roadblocks at. I know goddamn what street not to go down at this time. They roadblock right here. I know they roadblock right here. I know goddamn at this time I ain't gonna get out at this gas station because I know they on that one at this gas station. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna go to the well if I go on Moreland. I'm gonna goddamn shoot on up because I got, you know, I'm on Moreland. You feel what I'm saying? Yes, so like that, you don't know the territory. So it's always good to have somebody who familiar with what's going on an everyday basis out there. I think that shit very important. So
I think people misconstrue checking in with extortion. We're not saying
for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I broke it down to you like that. Yeah.
We ain't saying we about to pay y'all niggas to be our friends. We saying like if I rock with you, I'm gonna holler at you when I'm in town. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like, cause when I go to LA, like my homeboy Trillion, you know what I'm saying? Like Trill, he from there. He's from there, born there. He's a native, just like I'm an ATL alien. He's an alien out there from where he from. And so I you know, I always hit Trill like, hey bro, I'm in town. What we doing? What popping tonight? Where it's good at? He gonna always let me know. Oh nah, you don't want to go over there, bro. They be on bullshit at that spot. You probably want. You see what I'm saying? So it's always good to have somebody on the ground, bro, who's solid that you know when you going in these spots where a lot of this shit be going on.
Nah, facts. Now look, you were the first person that I ever heard yell Black Migos.
For sure.
Way back.
For sure.
But you know, Future and Scooter,
for sure,
you know, they have definitely, you know, stood on top of it for a while.
Yeah, they BMG. They Black Migo gang for real, for sure. First original Black Migo gang.
So who are the real Black Migos?
Black Migos, this song come from Kurtwood, you see what I'm saying? And that's Scooter, that's Street, you know what I'm saying? BMG, that's him, you know what I'm saying? Black Migo gang. If I had to say any one name, you know what I'm saying, that's known and people who can attach themselves, I would say Scooter.
No, respect Scooter.
See, Black Migo was brought to me.
Okay.
So somebody had heard the lingo, you know, J Money brought Black Amigo to me. He was dealing with Brown, Scooter, and Ty, and a lot of these guys at that time. So when the lingo was brought to me, when I heard it, it had a ring to it.
Still have a ring today.
It had a stupid ring, like Black Amigo. I'm like, damn, Jay, that's super hard. Like, if that's the one we gonna do, you know what I'm saying, while we doing, you know what I'm saying, the superhero language, we gotta go on and push it right now. Mm-hmm. But at that time, like, I wasn't aware of just BMG and all the way down to the street movement that was already, you know what I'm saying, had been created, you know what I'm saying? So like I say, I just felt like it was a great idea, you know what I'm saying? But like you say, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, Scooter them, they stood on that like, hey, bro, and this where this came from, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it was like, Jay, did you pick up on the lingo around them and bring the lingo, you see what I'm saying? or so that was just like something that was brought to me, and it was something that was adopted. You know what I'm saying? Around that time where you heard me say Black Amigo boys on, ain't I?
Yeah, no, facts. Like you were just talking about your relationship with Young Scooter. Can you give me a funny street, aka Young Scooter story that people may not know?
Really, no, really. I mean, I've been knowing Scooter since Offset Shorty. Like I told you, when me and Maceo had that song back when we was going to Quick Flip Studio. And Scooter always been the same, if you know him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he liked the John. You know what I'm saying? He got a personality to him. You feel me? But I can't think of one funny story about him. You feel me? Every time I seen him, it was on real nigga time, street time. You feel me? I might see your ass on goddamn Moreland at the goddamn Drillwood. You feel me? Sitting in the parking lot, or come to the studio to record. You feel me? I'm with some of the guys from Four Seasons. You know what I'm saying? All our encounters was like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so Street always the same, bro. He ain't one of them rapper who go big or go Hollywood. He always the same. And I think that's why I always just liked this Scooter and I always rooted for him, bro, with everything he was doing. You know what I'm saying?
No, respect. Shouts out Young Scooter, man. Shouts out Free Man.
That ugly money.
Free Man! All right, let's go back to Ain't I, man. Talk to me about the process of coming up with Ain't I. You was in Thomasville on the steps, I heard.
On the hill.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, on the hill. Actually, it was just, you know how you an artist, you always go through thoughts. And I had, you know, when we was popping that lingo one day on the hill, me and the boy Kane, and we, you know, going through little shit, and Ain't I came out. And so it was so catchy that it stuck with me. I didn't actually record the song like after that evening that I'm telling you about, when we were just out just real late going through shit, and like when Ain't I kind of just popped up, you know, a lot of ideas strike out of conversation and kicking shit or whatever. I recorded the song after, but it stuck with me so bad that night that one day when I was in the studio going through beats, and when I heard the beat, the Ain't I just re-popped back in my head. It was like it was in my subconscious, and I started playing with it on that beat, and it was just like, the boy, shout out the boy Shay. The boy Shay was in the room with me, and it was like, I never wrote P-Nice. You know that about me. Like, I just get in and just do it. Yeah. And I just played with Ain't I, and simplified it, and I just came up with the hook. It was just like, it was supposed to be that. It was like the beat that I got. I don't know how I got the beat. They had submitted it to my manager at that time, being Frank, and my manager just wanted me to hear the beat. And when I heard it, it's just like, the first thing that came to me, like I told you, from my subconscious, was Ain't I. And I played in the studio for about an hour or two and recorded that motherfucker. It was over with.
Talk to me about the Rat Trap. I be doing my research, like. You remember the Rat Trap? You remember the Rat Trap? Mm-mm. You don't remember the Rat Trap in Thomasville? No Rat Trap. We moving forward.
Powder Trap.
The Rat Trap.
Remember the Powder Trap?
Okay, that's what we're calling the Powder Trap. It might have been. It might have been
keeping it. You know what I'm saying? I remember the Powder Trap.
The Powder Trap.
All the way in the back of Thomasville. Goddamn it, you come in, Blad parking lot on the left. You feel me?
Huh?
Yeah, for sure. Powder Trap.
Whatever you need.
Man, hey man, one of the real motherfucker, man, for real. I just miss, I miss the apartment, bro. I miss the camaraderie, family. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Neighborhoods like that, where you get so close to the individuals, like motherfucker who not even your blood is really your blood. You know.
You know what's crazy is it seemed like your hood is the ones that actually kind of got you on, because people were asking. I think Dro was asking who was hard with the music, and everybody was saying you. Like your city, your neighborhood vouched for you.
For sure. And that's definitely true. Even when WAP used to come out there, and I went out there just looking for him, and you know what I'm saying. I think when my neighborhood started seeing guys that we was looking up to, from the Gucci's and the Dros, actually pulling up, inquiring about LA, I think that's when they kind of felt like, but it like it's really for real, like bro going up, like you know what I'm saying. It ain't just he going to the Libra or going to Coca Loco, or you know what I'm saying. And I think the hood felt good about that. You know what I'm saying? Emotion. Yeah, and they seen me like do it from the dirt. I'm talking about when niggas say from the mud, I'm talking about from the mud.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Now, BG is about to get out.
So,
shouts out to BG.
Shouts out to Jizzle, for real, fast.
Talk to me about being BG's personal dope man with the party packs. That's just what I heard.
I mean, I fuck with Jizzle, you know what I'm saying? I guess Jizzle just, like, you know when a motherfucker from round the way and just you could tell, like, he just clung to me like a little brother, like somebody that he seen from round his way, you know what I'm saying? And I was actually one of them artists in the prime of what he was doing. You can still see me in the streets. You can still see me at Chevron on University. I'm moving around my city. This is where I'm from, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, when BG used to come in town, you know what I'm saying, he'll hit me like, hey, bro, you know what I mean, blase, and whatever business we need to handle, he knew, you know what I'm saying, I was one of the artists who was actually in the streets and can move around and, you know, you know, just handle some little business.
Checked in.
Yeah, so shout out to Jizzle. That's my man.
Respect. Did he actually sign with T.I. after leaving Cash Money?
Yeah, he was over there like all the time. That's how me and him got acquainted. Like, and I think they was trying to do like a joint venture with the Chopper City. So for an extensive amount of time, he used to be at the studio in Atlanta for a minute, like almost about like a 2-3 month period. Right around like the same. It was almost before Meek started coming around.
Okay. Shouts out to BG, man.
Yeah, shout out to Jizzle.
Free ASAP, man.
Free him.
Yeah, I think they say it's a matter of days.
Free him till it's backwards and it ain't BG no more. It's GB, goddammit.
He free.
God body. Free my boy.
Man. Okay, so I've been hearing this name because given like I'm always doing research, you know what I'm saying, when I interview people because I always want to be knowledgeable.
For sure.
Who is Alfamega?
Alfamega is an artist that was signed to Grand Hustle. A lot of people in the streets know him as Ted Wood said, if he really from Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. And it was said that he was like muscle, like he was the guy that made sure that everybody was safe. Was that his terminology? Was that who he was at the time? Is that the role that he played?
Yeah, it was like a catch-22 because he was an artist at the same time, but his street cred was so impeccable, you know what I'm saying, just from projects. Like I said, he from Techwood Project. It's one of the worst projects in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, and till he already had a reputation of being, you know what I'm saying, muscle and, you know what I'm saying, get active and all those kind of things. So I think as an artist, when he got over there, he was still doing artistry, but his moniker in the streets was so big that he couldn't get away from it. And I think that he was still used in certain ways, which were his street ways, also by being an artist. So when they say he was muscle, yeah, that was true.
Yeah, because I don't exactly remember his music, but I just in my research, his name keep on popping up.
Yep, Alfamega, Ted Wood said. Yeah, he had a bit song with Busta Rhymes and it was Bust. I think Tip was on that record too. Yeah. Yeah.
How did T.I.'s beef with? Because you were originally cool with D4L. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had a cool relationship, I would imagine.
I didn't even know D4L.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know. No, I mean, not saying. I knew Shorty Low and his music, R.P. Low, and everything that he was doing. I knew of him. Yeah. But just as D4L as a collective crew, I wasn't really all the way put down with them because, you know, they came and hit like after Low did his solos, you know what I'm saying? Couple things like that. So
T.I.'s beef with Shorty Low never really affected you in any way?
No, not really. I feel like I inherited whatever Tip had going on at that time because that's just how stuff go. You feel me? It's like if me and you got problems, then it's like shit, I don't fuck with nothing you got going on. You feel me? Or you know, I don't fuck with him either if he's standing by you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but it wasn't never nothing with me and D4L. It was always love. It just was. I was the hottest thing going on at that time at the Grand Hustle label. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, you know, you gonna goddamn get miscellaneous shots fired or whatever. Yeah. Whatever. But it wasn't nothing like that.
Especially walking around with a big ass PSC
chain.
Yeah,
for sure. So you know, yeah. So, but it wasn't never nothing like that though. For real.
Long live Low, man.
Long live Low, man. I love Low.
Let's talk Young Thug, man. Free Young Thug first and foremost.
Free Thug.
He's definitely considered a influential rapper as well, a trendsetter in his own right. What is your relationship with Young Thug?
I know Thug personally, you know what I'm saying? Personal levels. at that 1017 era when he was doing, the 1017 stuff with Thug. If you look at all those 1017 Thug albums, I'm on probably every one of them. Like I say, me and Thug had done just built a relationship, just street relationship, you know what I'm saying, that bled over into the music through one of my homeboy named Sanchez, you know what I'm saying, and shit, when me and bro started fucking with each other, it just was like, you got the chemistry just was there, man. I mean, me and Thug probably did about 15, 20 records, you know what I'm saying, and so they say a lot. Like we had done got, like I say,
that's
pretty close. So so
that's 2 EPs. But.
I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I got a great respect for him and where he came from and how he made his situation better and just sticking with his craft and just daring to be different, pushing the edge, pushing the envelope. You know what I'm saying? So
now speaking of where he came from, it is said that Thug came from the bottom of the bottom.
True. The bottom of the bottom, the bottom of the bottom. Like even when I met Thug and started being around, that was the bottom of the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Your living conditions where you like it wasn't the best of the best or where you wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? And not just for you. You know what I'm saying? You just for even people around. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be strong, man. When you down, it was almost like I seen myself. Cause I slept in Tomerville on floors, on couches, and in the midst of all this, I still was doing music, and Gucci was still pulling up, and Dro was still pulling up, but I didn't feel like no it type nigga. Cause when I went back home, bro, I went home to bullshit. I went through the fence and had to crawl through the fence and goddamn go through the back door, go to sleep, hide my goddamn pants that I took off if I had a little money in it. Cause my aunties and uncles up all night, they gonna go in your pockets. You know what I'm saying? Get you. It was just like dealing with them living conditions, you know what I'm saying? And to be able to just harness in on your craft, bro, and not the best living condition. I'm talking about fucked up living conditions that just say a lot about what you want and how sure what you want to do that you are. You feel me?
This episode is being brought to you by Engorge Rejuvenation Tea, promoting erections, improving stamina, promotes endurance, increases size, and boosts libido. So if you ever want to give her that pressure, if you ever need some extra oomph, go to engorge.com. That's ENGORGE.com to get yours today. The best of us are not defined by where we came from. We are defined by what we do when we get to where we going.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And that's one of the things I want to ask you, because I see a similarity in the stories when you say, like coming out of the Ville, in the powder trap, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just really coming from humble beginnings to superstardom, you know what I'm saying? Like you and yourself and Thug did. Can you tell me a story about Young Thug that the average person might not know?
Shit, I mean, if everybody know him, goddamn, I mean, they know he's silly and goddamn like the Joan. He gonna Joan your ass.
Yeah.
He gonna Joan your ass out the rip. You know what I'm saying? Bro, like to play. Like, he gonna Joan your ass out the rip. And when I seen that about him, I said, damn, him and Dro goddamn the same, but I hate to see him and Young Dro in the same room. Cause they gonna Joan. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the whole time. But what here you got on? They gonna Joan your ass. You know what I'm saying? And so he love the Joan. That one thing I do know about Thug.
Shouts out Thug, man. Free Thug ASAP, man. The fair way.
The fastest.
Yeah, they
Zone 3. Zone 3.
That Rico case is I mean, I've been following it, over the past couple of months because, we're reporting on it, and it's just so many holes in it, and it's just like they trying too hard. They trying too hard to put some stuff on that boy, and from what I see, they ain't got nothing. That's why they keep on letting folk out so they can try to get some, but they ain't. Man, free Thug, man.
Free him the fast way. Zone 3, the biggest, the Zone 3 finest.
Yes, sir.
Free Thug.
What is your relationship with Soulja Boy?
I never really had a relationship with him. I never had a chance to meet him or nothing like that, for real. So I don't really know him. I
mean, you would think that two quote unquote first trendsetters would have met each other by now, right? Draco says a lot of sporadic things.
Yeah.
He once was on record saying that he has 150 shooters in Atlanta. You ever seen any of them?
150 who?
Shooters.
Nah, I don't know where you from.
He
I
said
know
from
what
Atlanta. He
I
said
know
he
where
was-
I'm from. I'm saying like
Yeah.
if he's saying it like I don't know where he from in Atlanta, like what zone you from. Like Atlanta is a real place. You can't when you dealing with real Atlanta niggas, you cannot just be talking about you from Atlanta. You gotta narrow this shit down.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Buddy,
more.
what zone you from? Buddy, where your auntie done from? What middle school you went to? You see what I'm saying? Goddamn, hey man, did you used to be in Pool Creek? Did you used to get on the church bus? Goddamn, when the church bus come through the apartments and like it's a lot. So it's like, where was the shooters at? Like then I probably can. I gotta be able to locate.
Yeah.
Like, cause I don't know soldier like that. So I don't know if he from zone 1, if he from the 3. I'm from the 3, so I know he ain't from the 3. I don't think he from zone 4. I don't know if he from zone 6. So I have to find out what part of Atlanta exactly.
Dan, let's do some research right quick and see if we can find out which zone Soulja Boy says he's from.
Is he a Grady baby? Was he born in Grady? I know I was born on Butler Street at Grady, so I'm like the heart of the city. You know, when you go to Grady, boy, it's like goddamn crackhead festival. You know, it just changed around Grady. Is Grady is
It was said that he grew up around Quanah Cash.
He grew up around Quanah Cash.
Yeah.
Quanah Cash from the west side. I know that for sure. Quanah Cash official.
Shouts out Quanah.
Yeah, shout out Quanah. Quanah from the west side. I remember I used to when I was like early on, me and Quanah, like I used to go to his basement and get beats from Quanah. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody was in that basement, boy.
You see what I'm trying to tell you?
There, yeah.
Like, so you know, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm putting you down. I'm really from the spot. So I guess he from zone 1.
I don't know.
I don't know. That's why I say I'm just.
Stan, you got that research done. We ain't put up the receipts yet. We go. Shouts out Soulja.
Shout out Soulja, first to do it.
Sometimes.
All right.
Sometimes.
Yeah, that boy say the first.
He's the first one.
For sure.
Being that you are the self-proclaimed pioneer of drip, what is the next wave and next trend that we need to be on the lookout for? What's next? What do I need to go be getting? What I need to be stocking up on?
Man, it's just like, I don't know. It's like a sport. It's like something therapeutic, I guess, for recreation. I don't know, like, what's the next. I just know, if you know, I'm very trendy, so you know it's going to be something different. Like I say, it's not nothing like with my shit. It's not even a plan. Like I can sit right here and say, okay, I'm finna make this it's going to come. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't know. When they say that shit got to be in you, not on you.
Come on.
That shit just in me.
He say from zone 3. Stan says it. Soulja Boy says he's from zone 3.
Oh. I just learned. I mean, it's new for me. I just learned something new.
There it
I
is.
never knew that.
There it is. Hey man, what can we expect next? What's on the horizon for what's next for Young LA?
Man, I'm putting together like this little. I want to know if it's just, I don't want to say reality show, I want to say pod, but I wanted to call it like Drip My Closet, and it was almost like I was trying to do it how I remember Pimp My Ride from Exhibit, because I was trying to do something like that with the fashion. I don't really see like nothing out there with the fashion for real. So I'm working on that, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully it might be a web series, you know what I'm saying? It might start as however it start though, but that's something I want to do while I go in the houses of entertainers, ex-athletes, different people like that who don't know how to put it on for real. And you know when you don't know who to put it on, it's only one person you can call.
Get that drip right with Lay, man.
And I come in, I tear your closet up.
Yeah.
I goddamn tell you probably why your girl ain't gave you none in 2 weeks. You ain't looking like a kid. You feel me? You out of date. You see what I'm saying? Your colors ain't in season.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, shit like that. You feel me? So that's something I'm working on. And I got this new music. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm always loaded on that.
Yes, sir.
Just did new music Monday. I got 2 records that I'm about to get ready to just flood the streets with. So I'm excited about that. Just being home and back doing what I love to do, bro. You feel me?
What is Young LA's type in a woman?
I don't know, like right now, bro, and it's crazy you asked me that.
He said right now.
I would get my hair cut,
You know,
bro.
we go back,
I would
Lay.
get.
We
Listen,
go back,
I know.
Lay.
I'm gonna tell you what I meant.
Okay,
You done seen me with him. You done seen me around, son. You probably like, whoa, what Lay doing with that one? Whoa, boy, she don't supposed to be with him. But nah, but listen, it's like where I'm at right now, and I just told my barber, I do not like thick girls right now. Like, I'm so tired of seeing like thick girls with ass and titties, bro. And I'm on this fetish right now I want me a skinny girl. That's how I'm burnt out on thick. Atlanta will have you burnt out on asses, legs, and titties, man. I don't want to see. I need me a slim Jim. If you, I need me a skinny mini. Like that's like my. Right now, it's like almost a erotic thing for me. Like I'm just into skinny girls right now. I'm burnt out on the thick.
Like
so
how? Like how?
I want some little shit, some skinny mini shit, like some 100-pound shit. Gapped up the worst way. I could just get in there and just go crazy. Ain't nothing in the way. I ain't got to worry about these legs. Just got done in the way. Baby, you did the BBL. The ass too big. I can't barely. I got to push this motherfucker up and move it all kind of way to get in here. Look, man, there's too much going on. I want some shit I can just.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Pound out.
Yeah, man. I want me some like 105 shit.
105. How much you think Christian Rock weigh? Christian Rock, is Christian Rock that kind of slim you talking about, or need to be slimmer than that?
Is she slim? I think from what I seen, she looked like
nice. Man, yeah.
She
got a little weight on her?
She don't fit it. Nah, she don't fit this fantasy. Nah, she don't fit this fantasy.
Would you ever go on a reality show with your old lady like Christian Rock and Blueface?
I'll need a skinny mini. Let me just say that one more time. But I don't know. I just ain't. I mean, I know TV is the new wave, and I like a lot of stuff like that. But I don't know if I would do it I don't see myself doing it like what they doing. Not saying there's nothing wrong with it. I just don't see me doing it like that. As far as going into TV, like like that way, I don't think I probably would do that.
They keep some drama going.
Yeah, they keep some going. I mean, my a lot of people I know watch it. Folks watch it. You know what I'm saying? So it's doing good. If they viewing it, then hey.
Do you think that Blueface in his relationship with Christian has resurrected his career in any way? You think it's good for his career, or is it bad?
I think it was a power business move for him. I think it's actually opening up a new side that is kind of fresh for him and giving him a fresh start that's going to lead him to TV is super effective. Let me just get that straight. When you on TV every day, it's just more. I just think it's effective, and I feel like he has opened up a new chapter in everything he do, and I feel like after this, he can spin off and do all kind of crazy shit. He can really go movie star if he want to.
No, he really can.
You know what I'm saying? So I think what he did was a great move. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean,
I do. I just see it. I just see it for him, bro. I see it for him.
I mean, sometimes you got to reinvent yourself.
For sure.
I mean? And he definitely reinvented himself.
For sure.
He went from bust down Tatiana to the boyfriend guy.
For sure.
And Shawty pipe, in the words of Valet and all of, she's piped up.
IPU. I'm piped up.
Shouts out to Christian Rock.
Yeah, shouts out to her.
I be watching that joint and I just be like, I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I were Blueface. Sometimes I'd be sorry for him. I feel sorry for him, bro. I'd be like, man,
damn.
Shawty just seemed like she got him. I don't know, man. Shouts out to both of them, though. Hey, if it's a check involved, hey, man, go get to it, man.
Get your bag, secure yours, get your coin.
How many tattoos do you think you actually have?
Probably over 100.
Wow.
I came home in October. I was down for like 11 months. So while I was down that whole time, I really got my whole body hit. Everything finished. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was one of the things I did with my time because it's like, okay, I'm finna go back out to the cameras and interviews and stuff like that, shows. I want my body to be where I want it and what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So that whole time I was just working on my body, a lot of exercises. It was really just exercising and tattoo.
Do you remember your first tattoo?
Yeah, my first tattoo, I was like 11 years old.
Wow.
I had got on my calf muscle. It said LPC. And that was Lake Point Crew. That was some apartments I used to stay in.
Wow.
Yeah.
11 years old getting a tat.
Yeah, I was like one of them kids who went outside and just did shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you jumped out the porch.
I got into shit. Yeah, not like like the average, 11, 12, 13, you was doing mischievous boy shit, sneaking the smoke, doing all the little boy, the young nigga shit, bro. You know how it go.
Yeah, my mama would have killed me, boy.
But I had it. Nah, she didn't see it. My mama never seen this. I never got in trouble by my mom seeing this tattoo because I told you I got it on my calf muscle. and I knew I had to get it in a place, but I had to get it small. I knew it had to be real small and in a discreet spot. And so I got the back of the calf, and it worked out. She never knew about it to the day, so I guess I was sneaky enough.
Shouts out to mama.
Mama.
Boy, I know mine would have been over.
For sure.
Now, there's one tattoo, and I've heard people ask you about it, and I want to make sure that we got full clarity. That way, this is the Ugly Money Podcast. We want to give.
We got to know what's going on.
Yeah, we got to know what's going on.
We ain't cutting no corners. We getting on the real like
the
this.
The three tiers. What's their significance? The 3 tiers on your eye.
I mean, for me at the time when I got them, it was just something that was trendy and something to do. You know what I'm saying? I had seen Wayne with them, other people with them, and it was like, I like the teardrops, and I wanted to get them. You know what I mean? It wasn't nothing like, it wasn't really no big meaning behind it. It was just like the look. It was like, okay, I like that. I'm going to do that. I think a lot of people do that, see stuff, adapt it, you know what I'm saying? And try it.
That's a great answer.
I'm for real.
Hey, I'm with it.
I'm with it. God, like that. That's why I did it. You feel me?
I'm with it.
Seen like Wayne popping them, and it was like trendy. When he did it, and it was like something that was. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go do that. Now
with skinny jeans, do you feel that you started that, or did Lil B start that?
Who is Lil B?
There it is. I love it. and there it go. Hey, man.
All right.
Oh, you don't know? You really don't know?
Nah, I'm saying.
Oh, my God. Bass guy. Lil B, the bass guy.
Lil B, the bass guy. Yeah. You put the bass guy down. I think, because he did beats and shit, right?
He was
like Soulja Boy, he did the beats and shit.
Yeah, he was part of the New Boys, and then came out with his own solo thing called the bass, bass music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he used to wear skinny jeans and Vans. Cali, out west.
Okay,
out west.
For sure. Well, shout out to B. But
you was the first one.
I was the first one. I don't know beats. I had to be the first.
Okay. Hey man, let them know where to follow you at before we get out of here. Any shout outs we got to make?
Hey, you already know, man. Follow me on the gram. Y'all can get me at YUNGLA_. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all tuned in with Nietzsche. Got to shout out him for just having me right here. Shout out to the boy VA. You see what I'm saying? Man, shout out to everybody in Atlanta. Shout out to everybody who grinding, trying to get to the next level. 23 is going to be a special year for a lot of people. Just keep going. Stay focused. Keep your eyes on the prize. Don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. I'm a vessel that's been used. I done been through it all, whatever you can name. I'm still here. You see what I'm saying? Still happy, passionate, and having fun doing what I do. Like the love and the joy and the peace is there. So amazing. Don't let nobody tell you that, it can't happen for you. But don't think you ain't got to go through shit for it to happen for you.
Come on, man.
Real spit.
It's crazy about this whole interview. We've been sitting there talking for an hour and a half, bro. And I have not sensed any bit of negativity, any bit of bitterness, any bit of hate from you. It's been all positive energy, positive vibes, and it just leads me to this last question. Do you think that you and Tip can ever reconcile your differences?
Yeah, I just feel like that ain't. I don't feel like it's hard. I don't feel like I've ever did anything to Tip, or I don't feel like vice versa he's ever did anything to me deliberately or directly for us not to be able to be men and sit down and have a conversation. So I do feel like that because time heals all. You get into different spaces in life and new seasons, and I'm just in a season of like. I'm in a great season. I'm in a great space. I'm just happy as hell. And I feel like that's a conversation that ain't nothing but just two players getting together and just looking at each other and saying, "Woo, woo, woo." I think it's that easy. I don't think it's hard.
Well, maybe this interview will spark that.
Man, it's all love, bro. I don't got no ill will in my bones. You know what I'm saying? I know who I am. I'm Futuristic Leland, black boy, white boy. The first one to put it on, the first one to pipe it. Offset Shorty, Lingo Leland. Know what I'm saying? Lamborghini Leland, SunTrust Leland. Do I got to keep going on? You see what I'm saying? They know exactly who I am. I'm still piping it. Let's pipe it then.
Hey, man, you can follow me at Ugly Money Nietzsche. That's Ugly Money Niche. This episode is being brought to you by Engorge Rejuvenation Tea, promoting erection, boosting stamina, size, and libido. Go to engorge.com to get yours today. This has been the Ugly Money Podcast.
It's ugly.
With Young L.A.